Well, Jim, obviously a disappointing result for Barrow City. Can you take heart from their performance though against the league leaders?
I think that was possibly one of the best performances of the season in terms of football. We defended well, apart from one instance. The keeper's not had to make a save. Got some good balls in the box, played some good stuff, but we didn't get on the end. So unfortunately, that's what happens if you don't score a goal. It just needs one little break and you could be getting beat.
You must have been so encouraged by that first half. As Jerry said on Saturday, the disappointment against Chelmsford really came out the blocks, and I suppose only frustration didn't put the game to bed at half-time with those openings.
Exactly. We had 2 or 3 half decent chances first half, some good crosses from both left and right, played some good stuff, had a really good shape to the team, made it very difficult for them. But you know, you need to put the ball in the box, into the goal and score when you're in that type of situation.
Does it give you encouragement when you see the opposition have got to change their formations or midway through the first half as well, because they couldn't at times cope with the way City were playing? Well,
exactly. They started with 3 at the back, then all of a sudden they went to 4 at the back. And to be fair, it didn't really make a great deal of difference. We still dominated the first half without putting it, as I say, without putting it in the net. We had little half chances. Kieran had a half chance. 1 or 2 other people have got decent chances. They defended well, got good crosses in. Shots were not too great, but we were about there. And the encouraging thing was we played very well in terms of football as well.
Yeah, you watched back the Chelmsford game when I came here earlier. A few mistakes Barrow City had made. Was it getting those messages across beforehand? It seemed like they learned from it bar the goal, really, which set piece they didn't deal with the best.
Yeah, we had a little go at them on Saturday, basically, because that was possibly one of the worst performances we've had. And then we've gone today with possibly one of the best, without scoring goals.
You've been in football for a long time. There's a capped as a capacity crowd here, 3,600 at a local derby. What was it like to be part of tonight and your experiences in the game?
Well, I enjoyed it, but it's nice to have a lot of people in. I think the players enjoyed it. It was because if you've got 3,000 people and the ground's quite full, there's a good atmosphere. It was a good atmosphere from start to finish. And yeah, they've got to go with it. And I'm not saying it lifts them, but it encourages them.
It's unusually playing on the Wednesday when we usually train Tuesdays and Thursdays. So does it differ, the preparations for Boreham Wood on Saturday?
Well, yeah, it's made a big difference because obviously where the boys lives, you know, living in Exeter, you know, it's a long way. We can't really bring them back in tomorrow. So we'll not be seeing them until Saturday. And that's the problem with the change of dates. That's with both games we've had to really go without anybody coming in for training.
Does it feel like the pressure might be a little bit off Saturday? You're playing a team in the league. I know we've lost the last 2, but it's one because you're playing a National League side that maybe they'll be the favourites rather than Barrow City, as we have been a lot this season in games.
Oh, I should think they will be the favourites because they're in the National League. They're doing fairly well. But we've got to go and just play our own game. It's no good us worrying too much about them. We've got to make sure we play and get with shape and do everything, which we did tonight, but also stick the ball in the net, which would help.
I've been here now since the start of the season. We're pretty much halfway through. What's it been like for you?
I've enjoyed it. No, I enjoyed it. I've said this before, great set of lads. We're limited to how many players we've got, but you know, they work hard, and to be fair, the staff works very hard to get them fit and keep them fit. So, you know, if we got injuries, we would struggle, obviously. But at the moment, we've got 16 players, and they're very good, and we just got to keep going with them.
Thanks very much, Jim.
My pleasure.